If you're looking for a change this holiday season, you might want to consider changing your hair. Whether it's adding hair extensions or just a complete makeover, a fresh new look may be just what the doctor ordered. Ardem Kashishian is the master colorist and hair designer at Buddy Sharp is a leading expert in hair extensions, and both are here with Salon D to show some of their favorite makeovers. Hello, how are you guys?
What's going on? Nice to meet you. First, I got to shake your hand.
Shake my hand. I love that.
Nice to
see you guys. All right, hair makeovers are a great way to give your face an instant lift, your attitude a whole change, and what better time than ringing in the new year with a new style?
Oh, absolutely.
And what do you guys recommend for someone who wants to just make themselves over?
Basically, great shape to a haircut, a good color, a lot of contrast. We can build it, either make it, thicker for you, longer, thinner, whatever the need is.
Just to change it up. And Buddy, extensions have come a long way.
Extensions have exploded,
they're so great. I know firsthand how
yes, you do. We noticed that. Yeah, we noticed it. Because about 15 years ago, when we were doing the tracks, I was doing a lot of work with the Cowboy Cheerleaders, and now we've changed everything with the applications. The techniques are different. We're putting them in strand by strand, which is total believability.
Yeah, the tracks are when you had the long pieces of like the wefts and you would put them in like this.
A railroad track, yes.
Like a railroad track,
exactly.
which were
bad.
Yeah, choo-choo bad, exactly. You could always tell that they were in, and the whole idea with bonded extensions is that you really cannot tell, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. Let's bring out those lovely models. First we have, who is this lovely young lady? This was her before picture.
This is Brooke Bayless.
Yeah, this is Brooke.
And what were we seeing with her hair before? What issues did she have?
The problem that a lot of women have as their hair gets longer with a lot of chemical action is you're going to see, the reason I'm pointing is I can see this in the camera here. But anyway, the perimeter of your hair gets very thin, and so what we did with Brooke is we just thickened it up, and when you do that with this application, you can spin for us, sweetie, you can see it, go ahead. And you can see that it just thickened up the bottom, and she lost that big line of demarcation at the bottom.
It just makes a nicer look, and that's what a makeover is all about. Just adding, creating something just a little bit more believable and full and perfect, right?
Yes, basically we build your dream hair. Yeah. Whatever the dream hair of yours is, if it's thicker, if you need it to be longer, it has to be proportionate. The layers have to go perfect with the length.
And that's great. Let's see the next before picture. We'll see what we had before.
This is Donanna.
And she looks great before,
we love her.
But we wanted to clean up the end. So what we did after is, ta-da, she has beautiful, unbelievable thick hair. What was her process like?
Oh, her process was a little bit different because we had to also build a little bit of length, and when you do that, you have to put more hair in. Because Brooke, we used shorter hair, so all we did was match up her perimeter line. With Donanna, we added length.
And it's amazing. I mean, I would never think that this was added hair. It's so beautiful, so natural, and it matches her before hair
and she's
perfectly.
Smoking.
Love it. Okay, let's see what our third model looked like before. And what were her issues before?
This is all you mean.
Well, basically, her haircut before was a little bit unbalanced. We just kind of balanced it out just a little bit.
Be nice. Be nice.
We just balanced it out a little
bit. You're being polite. So she just needed more hair, or it was too long?
Actually, it was not full enough. We just cut the bottom. We layered it just a little bit. Put the layers and the bangs where it needs to be, and made it more proportionate so it has a better shape.
And I think that she looks younger.
I think she does. She looks
absolutely,
great.
absolutely.
I think she looks great. Okay, and our last model, what did she look like before? And her hair, would you say it was just too much hair for her?
Actually, it was a lot of hair for her. She wanted something different. And a lot of people have this hair which they have no shape to it. And that's kind of what we're trying to show people, that you can get a haircut that you don't really have to do much to it, and you'll have a great shape to it. Turn around a little bit. Let's show the back.
And this is the magic length for hair. It has so much movement. We've seen so many celebrities and the like go for this magic bob.
Side a little bit. And basically, you want it so it just kind of lifts it up instead of bringing somebody's face down. So it just gives it a little bit more. Yeah, keep spinning.
So you're very honest when someone comes into your salon. If it's adding hair, you'll tell them. If it's losing the hair and saying
if your hair's too thick, we'll thin it out to make it proportionate where it doesn't look like you're wearing a wig. And if your hair's not thick enough, we'll add the hair where it's needed, and we'll cut it where you cannot tell you have extensions at all.
That's really great, and that's the key thing to kind of camouflage.
I lie to people. I like it. I tell them flat out, yeah, you got to have some long, thick, beautiful hair.
Because you want to make money on extensions. I was going to ask you that, buddy. Does someone come in and they're not a good candidate for extensions? Do you tell them?
Oh, we have to. Because if you try to build something that's not going to work for them, then you're just wasting their time or wasting hours. And we want everybody to feel as pretty as they can.
Because these are your billboards for your salon. These ladies look
yes.
great. And I also want to mention, you wanted to thank your team who did all of the cutting and coloring today and helped you out with the stylist.
Everything that we do, they're right over there. Brian, Rachel, Natalie,
so if
Mantra.
if our GMT viewers saw these looks and wanted to make an appointment, these guys over here can certainly help them out too.
And all they got to do is just go to artemandbuddy.com and it'll tell them everything. Yeah, how easy is that?
That's really easy. All right, happy holidays, ladies. You look amazing. And if you want to find out more about getting your dream hair, call Artem and Buddy at Salon D at 972-788-0975 or log on to salond.com. We'll be right back.